I have started the stream without playing the intro. Good evening,
Oh
everybody.
well.
Welcome to Formula Trout League. I thought I was starting the intro then, but I didn't. I just clicked stream. So, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Formula Trout League. I hope everybody had a fantastic New Year and Christmas for those who celebrate. I am Alex Cochran. We're here at Hockenheim today. I'm joined by El Cocro, Max Younger.
Hello.
You probably heard me saying that, oh, I'm going to introduce you, Maxi, on the stream. So you
Yes.
probably knew he was here anyway. But yes, we are back here on the Trout League in the Premier Series once again. You join us for qualifying. There's just over 5 minutes, 50 seconds to go. Currently, Nico Bossert is on provisional pole, 9/10 clear. Dude, very good job in that Younger car at the moment.
It is a Younger front row lockout at the moment with Jaden Neal in third, very close to Lenny Pepanter, I think.
Burpinator.
The Perpinator, as has been named by our usual commentator, Angel, who can't be here tonight, unfortunately, but no worries, we'll be taking over for you. So he has this purple sector there by Nico once again in the first sector. He's been putting in some strong laps here at his home race, trying to gain back some points in the championship, I believe, after a lucky first few races, I would say, for him. His results have not been as good as expected by himself. I believe.
Yeah, I mean, last race out, he had a bit of a issue with the jump start. Apparently, it's just the car was rolling on the grid. But yeah, it really cost him in the race there. I think he got back up to P3, so it was a good comeback.
He's gonna get a tow here on the line, so improves his lap once again. I don't know by how much
it was
that.
A bit little off, I think. It was
about a
6.9.
Yeah, so not a massive improvement, but in that middle sector he lost out, but other two sectors purple. So we see Jaden Neal embarking on lap now. Little lock up in turn one. Hopefully that won't affect his lap too much. Opens the DRS here. Green sector for him. I don't know what that delta is doing there, Alex. Do you know? Is that correct?
One moment. Just locking out these tires. The delta. Okay. I don't know what the delta is.
Well, anyway, it seems like he's on a green first sector. Going through the middle sector now. Very clean there. Manages to hit the apex perfectly. Another perfectly hit apex. Another green one. So that's the delta I'm asking about. Is that
I don't know.
I
Maybe
assume
he's
it's
just
not a
setting
0-0.
exactly the same lap time.
So Nico Bossert we see here is the only person on the C3 in the top 5. No, there's Felipe also involved, but all the guys behind him, second to fourth, are on C2. So that might big tank slapper there. Manages to catch it though and still put in a decent lap time. 12.5. Not too far off his personal best. Cody Lawrence here about to finish his out lap, I think. Or in lap. In lap.
Getting it close there, so his last lap when he goes out again.
So Nico Bosset's in the pits. Felipe Austin about to embark on a fast lap or finish a fast lap. I think it's starting one. Nicely done through turn one. I've heard it's a flat corner in this car. Through turn 2 and 3 very cleanly. Opens the RS. And now just trying to scrub off as little speed as possible for that left-hander. Brakes for the hairpin. Ooh, gets a little bit out of shape coming out of it. Again, trying to scrub off little speed as he hits his braking marker for the left-hander here. Probably carrying a little bit too much speed into it, going a bit deep. But manages to get through cleanly still. Another flat corner here into the stadium section. Quickly downshifting to third. The corner is banked so you can carry more speed into it than you think. Down to fifth for the last two corners. and that's the lap done.
Very
Will
tight
he
lap.
improve?
Did he improve though?
No improvement though. Daniel Botafogo. Another one of the drivers, we were talking about Nico not having the luckiest of races, but Daniel himself also not, he's shown to be a quick driver.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely fast. In other series, as on a Assetto Corsa, he's a very fast driver, but he's just not had the results here in the Trout League as of yet.
I think that's mostly down to bad luck. He's had a bit of a lucky time in that number 13 car. Maybe
that's why.
Maybe it's a bit of a curse.
I always remember back in. I mean, it's a bit topical here. You've got the Red Gull car. I remember.
Yeah.
Back in 2017, I think it was. Red Bull had the RB13, and they had the big launch slogan was "Unlucky for some." And well,
yes.
that 2017 Red Bull wasn't too hot.
It wasn't too good. No, it won 2 races, was it?
But Ferrari took the step up that season, of course, and lucky for some was unlucky for Red Bull. So maybe with that number 13, just the same.
True. But as we see, he's improved on his middle sector.
Round he goes.
Round he goes. Big tank slapper there. That's that's his session over, I believe. Because we're on overtime. So Nico Bossert on his last flyer here. Is he going to improve even more on his lap? I mean, pole position seems completely safe for him at this point, but...
wide around the last corner.
So mistake there. Wide over the sausage. And that's that. Lenny Pepinter. Damn it. Sorry, Lenny. About to finish his last flyer. Cleanly through the stadium section. We managed to keep it together for the last 2 corners, unlike his teammate.
Oh no, a spin as well.
No, he won't. No, he won't. We've cursed him. We've jinxed him, sorry.
One of the DLC
and a lot of people losing it there.
A
lot of people losing it there. Must be a difficult section. As we see Jaden Neal on his last flyer, will he spin it in the last 2 corners as well? And no, he managed to get through. Absolute professional he is. Over the line and doesn't improve on his position. So it seems like the starting order is what it is. Thomas Barbieri down in P9. Down in P9, unusual for him. But he's been saying it's not... Well, he's been struggling with the car on this track. It's not one of his favorites. So we'll see. Maybe he can improve in the race. Obviously a very strong race driver. Not just qualifier, so... We'll see how he does in the race. Hanan Trivedi, I believe he's a rookie, right? His first race here. Up in P10.
He raced at the last round and in Suzuka.
Well, one of the newer drivers.
Yeah, for sure. Rookie this season.
Up in P10. Thomas Barbieri P9. Giovanni Amore P8. Good qualifying for him. Daniel Botafogo in P7. Mackenzie Thompson, one of the stronger qualifiers we've seen him do, or her. Sorry.
I think that was a glory run.
On a C6.
Very soft tires there.
Right. Well, hopefully they'll know that they need to start on that tire. Mackenzie Thompson on the C3 though. Showing
okay.
Here.
Very good qualifying record then, yeah.
Oh, yeah, don't underestimate.
Thomas Barbary here though saying you'll have to start on the C5. So.
Ooh. If you're on a 3, don't even try. Well, there you go then. Has to start on C5.
Never know though. Track position could help, especially here at Hockenheim. Quite a difficult track to pass.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean, it's the middle sector. You got the straight, of course, but lap 1, you can get the track position.
Yeah.
You can get 2 or 3 positions lap 1. The rest.
Oh, didn't know we had that rule. Oh no, Mackenzie. Oh no. Well, we have that rule.
We're present.
That's it. Well, getting a lecture now. But yeah, Felipe Olsen in P5. Very strong quality from him, like usual. Jaden Neal P4, Lenny Pepinter in P3, and Cody Lawrence P2, with Nico Bossert defending champion in P1. So yeah, interesting qualifying. Nico very strong there, but gonna start on a slightly softer compound than the few drivers behind him. And so we'll see how that goes early in the race, especially. I think it'll be interesting. He needs to try and keep track position, use that clean air to build a gap early, so that when tire degradation hits, he has that gap to manage.
One of the blue goal cars very out of position there.
Yeah, very sideways.
We'll just say they had an interesting formation lap.
Yeah.
The race director's not seen it.
Thomas must be looking to the side of his car and going, "Oh no, oh no." Yeah, I believe that's Mark Levine. Is it?
Could be.
No, because he's in front of Thomas. Yeah, I think it's Daniel. It is Daniel. Wait. No, it must be Mark Levine.
Could be Trivedi.
Oh yeah, true. Trivedi. What's a play-by-play? Yes.
Drivers, get ready. Not sure what the wait time is. Usually 2 minutes. Apologies for the slightly unorganized here. I've took over the stream from Angel, but here we go. We've got the lights coming on there. So that was our 2-minute warning here for Premier Series here at Hockenheim. You got the double red lights there as cars will get underway. And away they go. It's a good start for the Red Gull car on the inside. Just tucks in behind the younger car. Going through turn 1 cleanly, and it's a really good start for Bossert in P1 there. Lawrence just a bit further behind. One of the Trout cars, I think that's Mackenzie, looking for a move, getting past Jaden Neal with Olsen holding.
Can Cody defend from P3 down?
He's definitely under pressure. Bossert got a really good run there. Further back, nearly far wide. Neal.
On the grass.
Locks to the rear.
Ooh.
There was a
bit of
touch
touching there. Clean enough though, through the hairpin. No massive incidents.
Cody under pressure from the younger car. Holds on to P2 at the moment. So Neal back up to P5 as he runs wide. That allows Barbary through. Really good start for Barbary.
Yeah, from P9 to P5 already.
Really, really close field as they go into sector 3. Oh, and the 2 Griffins touch. Right into the path. Everyone gets away with it, thankfully. Yeah, that was Morum came together with Olsen there, just into sector 3. Both drivers losing out. But Bossert, end of lap 1, holds on to that pole position.
Yeah, the top 3 in the order they started, however, further down. Mackenzie Thompson's made up a couple of places. Thomas Barbieri has made up 4 positions. Jaden Niels has gone down a few.
Yeah, so I think those C5 tyres we think they are for Mackenzie. Said about the track position, it's working out so far. Been able to keep up with the leaders.
Yeah. Keeping up with the podium position so far as well, but and is he touched? I think that he touched. Oh no!
I'm taking a screenshot.
Oh yeah, he did. there was a bit of a contact there, I believe, because that's Mackenzie out on the side.
Oh yes.
And he's been hit again by one of the Griffin cars. Well, that puts Mackenzie out of the top 10.
Really disappointing. Missed what happened, but it must have been up the back.
I think he touched because we saw Lenny in the braking zone sort of get hit. We didn't see by who, but it must have been Mackenzie behind him. And yeah, that must have spun around Mackenzie and took her out of the race pretty much at this point.
Real shame to see you. We were just saying how good of a job they were doing.
Yeah. Well, we have a tendency on Trout streams to curse drivers. To be fair.
We'll see about
Hopefully
this.
no more such curses.
Neil just behind.
DRS should be active now and opening for Jaden Neal on Thomas Barbieri. It's getting closer, but DRS here not massively strong. Allowing the drivers to catch up a few tenths, but not, not overpowered.
Very hectic first few laps there. Just to recap on that lap 1 where we saw some of the drivers, I think it was Jaden with a very aggressive defence on the Red Bull car, who nearly locked up, lost the rear. Would have been a huge incident if he had gone around. Thankfully got away with it. I think that would have been Buttafuoco's P6. Of course, Olsen coming together with a Morum as well, so both the Griffin cars losing tons of positions. Yeah, we've just seen back down there, Morum off again. He was P11 as I started speaking, and he's made a mistake just before the Sachs curve and dropped down to P13 now behind Thompson and Rositis. Terrible showing for Griffin.
Yeah, terrible race. Usually a very strong, consistent sort of... Consistent... Oh yeah, sorry, yeah. No, I was about to say that usually they're quite consistent drivers, both of them, Giovanni and especially Felipe. So they're having a bit of a nightmare there as we see Jaden Neal getting past Thomas Barbieri there. Very cleanly done. Barbieri there went a bit wide. He's going to attack back.
We just went on board. I think Neal was trying to make an attack on Thomas there, and he just went a little bit deep once he actually got to the hairpin, and obviously Neal just able to keep it on his line and make the move back up to P4 for the DAC driver with CRGs wherever he dropped them down.
Do we know what compound each of them is on?
There's a way of checking with this HUD, and I don't know how.
Nico Boss had another fastest lap. He's already made almost a 4-second gap.
Oh, well, look at this.
Oh, side by side, Thomas Barbieri managed to get past Jaden Neal. Must have had a bad exit, I assume, out of that last turn, which has allowed Thomas to get back past him. But now, DRS and also Buttafuoco will get DRS on both of them and slipstream on both of them. So we might see a bit of a three-way fight here for P4. DRS opens for Neal and Buttafuoco, but it's not enough.
That's nearly going into the rear.
Manages to swerve out of the way there. Well done.
What a heart in the mouth moment.
Yeah. As we see on the back straight, a couple of drivers fighting. I think that's Thompson and Amorim. Two of the unluckier drivers today. Amorim getting past Thompson, I believe. Trying to make his way back up into the top 10 points paying positions. Lenny not quite able to keep up with Cody so far. So the top 3 stretching. But in the midfield, very exciting battles.
Yeah, very close. I mean, the caliber of the field we've got here in Formula Trout League now is crazy. You know, you used to see maybe the top 2, top 3 fighting, but you know, this hard with this fast pace. But you've got essentially up to P7 kind of all in the mix. I mean, look at this DRS train that's forming.
Yeah. I mean, must remember, I think the top 5 here are all race winners in Formula Trout. Yeah, all top 5 we're seeing right now all have won races here, so very strong field, as you say. With
Bossett, easily.
Yeah, Nico Bossett, and on setting crazy lap times. Look at that, last lap 14.7, half a second faster than Cody. He is on a softer compound, I believe, though. He started on the C3. So I don't know what they're doing strategy-wise. Apparently it's very thermally limited. Oh my god, another lap. Yeah, well,
very thermally limited fastest lap.
Yeah, well, I was about to say that, but it is very thermally limited, apparently. He's trying to prove me wrong, my own driver. Shame on him. But But yeah, very thermally limited. So I'm wondering if it's a 1-stop or a 2-stop, because what?
I don't know how I did that, but I just did a picture-in-picture.
I think you just click on it, no?
Oh, you
Right click.
right-click on it. That's good to know.
Yes. Yes. There you go.
Finding out things as we stream. Very
Yeah.
personal.
Well, you know,
I think you'll come back.
everybody does that, but they just don't say it, you know, on stream. Well, the train is forming, the Thomas train, the Barbieri train. All aboard the TGV. Did you get that? It's because he's French. All right, well, from P4 down to, I believe that's P8? Yeah, a bit of a train forming from Thomas to Mark.
Harry's kind of
And,
up there, moved over.
yeah, true.
Seconds.
Still in that train as well. Oh, beautiful. So many distinct liveries, and they're all pretty.
Very wide for Thomas
Thomas
there.
using a bit of, well, creative track limits there, but I think that's still within the rules because of the 2 wheels on curb. Bad exit for Jade.
Yeah, your all Ricard shenanigans.
The viewers won't even know that. They've not been around for that long.
It was over 5 years ago, I think.
It was. Well, everything's my fault always. Jade Neal manages to get closer to Thomas Barbieri.
Oh, behind.
We see fighting behind. That's Kafas. Oh, touching
the.
Oh no! Oh no, that's Botafogo round.
The unlucky streak
tires
continues.
will be
Number 13.
those tires will be suffering now. This car famously doesn't like it if you've overheated the tires. So hopefully he managed to get back into the race, keep his head down, and maybe make up those positions. But that's unlucky. Once again.
With a storming drive there, up to P6. He's been impressive in the last few rounds. Kind of going under the radar, I think, as a new driver.
Yeah, I mean he's been really solid. He's been scoring points pretty much every race, I think, or in the fight for it at least. And yeah, one of the new Trout drivers this season in one of the Trout teams. That's been a bit stronger than the rest of the rookies, let's say. A bit more consistent, as we see. Neal on a late lunge. Ooh.
Oh, and they touch.
Oh, they do.
Disappointment for Thomas is in the middle of the track. Can everyone get around him okay?
He can do nothing.
Contact there between the Red Gull and the DOC car, but
I don't want to see that.
Jaden
Neal and Thomas,
they have
a bit of a history of coming together. Yeah, bit of a history of coming together. I know what Thomas will be saying in that. I won't say it on stream, but I know he'll be a bit unhappy with that.
Join the voice chat right now.
Yes. Well, there'll be some untranslatable words in French, I assume. So Jaden Neal with that move up to P4 now.
Clear move by the DAC driver to cement that P4.
A classic DAC move. The DAC attack hits again. As we see Mark Levine there going defensive.
Yeah, Levine doing a good job as well, actually.
Levine has kept it clean and has managed to get himself up to P5, I think, partly due to the incidents that we've seen between Botafogo and Kafas and Thomas and Jaden Neal. Ooh, as we see Kafas again going really late on the brakes there, almost hitting the back of Mark Levine. Botafogo has managed to steady himself, I think, and get back in the race. He's still in P7 and he's got good pace, so he might make a couple of positions up here.
Be a really important phase of the race for him as well. Of course, with that spin, the tyres are going to be cooked, and can he keep it on the road? He has managed to do so. The pace doesn't seem too bad. I mean, he's under pressure from October behind, but so he slides a little bit on the exit there. So he's got the C2 tyres. The car's around in the C3, so he pits early. It really does ruin his race. So he really just has to kind of power through it, stay on track.
Yeah, I mean, he just has to recover this stint in a way. Try and get the tire temps back down, and then keep putting in good laps, lap after lap, keep consistent. Don't let it slide too much like he did there, because that's not going to help. As we see Cody Lawrence, I think he's sort of creeping up back towards Nico again, no?
Maybe the tyre switchovers happen. Yeah, just play.
Lap 11. It's quite early still in the race, so
maybe I pitted on I think lap 2, so damage there for the KV. The positions, as Mulford was very close up the back of the VRC train. Nice behind Levine here.
Yeah, Mark Levine's leading the group so far. Gene Neal has managed to escape the train with that little punt on Thomas.
Did it for Dave.
Where's Thomas now? Oh, he's in P9. Okay. So how far is he back from? Oh, you can see him still in the picture. So if Mark keeps holding them up, maybe they'll bring him back into it.
Is CRG powered by pure rage now, I'm sure.
Yeah, most likely. But, you know, except for that incident, Jane Neal has not done a bad job so far this race. As we see Botafogo going for the move. Kefas managing to brake late every single time into that hairpin. So really good on the brakes there, but not enough to defend from the inside line of Daniel. So Botafogo managing to get past. Raimel Fitova will now be eyeing up Kefas next. Oh, there's some background noise from your mic, Alex.
There may be a bus going past.
That's alright.
Very busy commentary box.
So we've got a weird situation here with the sister team being ahead of the red goal, and is that? Oh, sorry, that was. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, for a second there I thought, ooh, quite a distance there between 8.7 seconds. So I was wrong about Cody creeping up. There was a lapped car that I was seeing in front of Cody.
Ran out of mouse map.
Yeah, well,
made everyone dizzy and ran out of mouse map.
I believe Thomas has DNF from this race, and he is sending his team boss, myself, messages about that incident.
It's quite just
he's quite unhappy.
Can we get an exclusive scoop? Yeah.
I can't say what I'm getting. I can't say what I'm genuinely.
Well, Neil, the aggressor, is currently running P4, so I'm sure he's very happy with himself. Oh, pass just running a bit wide on the curve there. Dropped back from the train a little bit. And Levine, though, still ahead of the sister teams, ahead of this Kuroko, although I feel like this lap was 3/10 between them. Maybe the lap that. Oh, gets past it very close in the braking zone.
Well, Mark Levine there will be a sitting duck with DRS, I believe. Unless he's got a massive ERS stored. Well, it seems like the overspeed's not... No, never mind. Through he goes into the braking zone. Doesn't defend too hard, Mark. As we see Ari now really on the back of Mark. Will she try to make a move into that left-hander there? No, not close enough. Yeah, I think Mark really struggling right now. I mean, he's starting to
ERS
drop
like
off maybe
flashing
tire.
a lot, so very aggressive recovery there by the looks of it.
Yeah, he might have used a lot trying to defend from Daniel, and is now trying to recover as much as possible.
Now lap 15 on 44. some of the C3 runners may be starting to think about pitting. Drivers on the C2 as well, of course.
Well, the thing is, how long do those C2s last? You know, is it enough to do one stop?
I would say so.
Right. Well, I've heard from Cody that the C2 is a really strong race tire. It'll go a long distance before needing change. So
10-second gap for Bossett. That's almost second a lap. I mean, 15 laps.
it's
8 tenths,
yeah,
7 tenths.
he's in control so far of the race. I mean, a home race advantage for both team and driver. So I believe he's profiting from that slightly, but also just putting in a massive performance here.
You can see on the map, just
Yeah, I mean,
on his own.
not in the same, yeah.
Different race, basically.
Then
Thompson in pits.
only 14 cars left in the race.
Yeah. Oh, we got Eddie making a mistake in the last sector. Losing a few positions more. I'm up to P9, so very sad race
Back at
for
the point.
Griffin here. Yeah, but at least there's some points on the table. At the moment, at least. Still a long way to go.
Has Philippe? I believe Philippe Olsen has retired.
Yeah, I think so too.
That's a rare occurrence.
Levine runs deep there, just through the hairpin. Looks like Mulfatova's going to go through. Does.
As we're already seeing the incident reports coming in. The race hasn't even finished yet, so yeah, drivers are unhappy with the driving standards, clearly.
I did say prior to this race, during the briefing, that we hadn't had any incident reports yet this season.
That's true.
That was definitely not the thing to say, because there now is incident reports. Makes it exciting for us, though.
It does.
Many fans.
Gives us
in the
more
stands
work.
here at Hockenheimring.
The many German fans. But yeah, the lap times more similar now between Nico and Cody. Cody creeping into the 14s. He was in the 15s for most of the race. But Nico is on metronomic pace. Like, he's in the mid 14s every single lap since the race started. This is, I don't want to jinx it, but so far, really good drive for him. For the #1 car.
One car in P1, making up for the last round at Japan. A very disappointing recovery drive after the jump start.
Yeah, well, Nico hasn't won a race yet this season. We're at the 4th round now. JGP also has not yet won a race. So a bit of an unlucky start to the season for the team and driver as well. False start in race 3. Race 2, I believe, a few incidents there too. Race 1, not quite sure what happened there, and don't quite remember, but not the results you expect from him. A serial winner in Trout. Somebody that has won multiple races, has won a championship, so he's defending champion, so you expect him to start the season strong, but has had a bit of an unlucky one. I believe out of the two, even Lenny is ahead right now in the championship in the standings.
Apparently there's an average pit time of 27.3 seconds. I'm not sure how correct that is, but...
That might be from damage from other people.
I think that's total time in the pit lane, though, counting...
Oh, wow, okay.
...over time, so it's something to keep in mind. Obviously, Ossett here, 10-second lead to Lawrence, and then another 5-6 seconds back to the Perpinator.
I'm checking the standings as we speak, and Nico is only on 19 points after 3 races.
Crazy.
Whilst leader right now is Cody Lawrence, who has 1 or come second. Well, he's 2 wins, 1 second place. And Jaden Neal, Lenny Pepinter, and Felipe Olsen were actually equal going into this race.
Very close fight for battle for P2. Remember that. Younger here, doing everything they need to do. Team championship.
1 more position.
Yeah. Can't have everything. Can't have everything.
Sometimes. But yeah, Lenny Pepinter doing a strong recovery from
Bossett in the
that
pits.
P6. Bossett in the pits. So
So it's
first,
said
I believe
27
first to...
seconds. So he should come out front of Neil, I believe.
Puts on the C2, surely.
Through goes Lenny. Here he goes, yeah.
It's Lenny. And wow, not that far behind his teammate actually. So even if he's on the 2-stop, I think that would function. That would work.
So Lawrence,
But he has to do 24 laps on the C2, so that's totally doable normally. Because he's done 20 on the C3. So yeah.
This is the age-old thing though, where Bossett's worn new tyres are going to be faster than Lawrence's own tyres here. So
yeah,
going to be gaining time. Then Lawrence will be faster in that second stint, but he's going to have to make up the gap at the start of the race and the time he's lost in the pit stops.
Yeah, well, that's. I've always, you know, people always say, or often say that it's always better to go on the softer tire towards the end of the race, but I'm a bit of against that, because I think that beginning of the race really can set the tone for the race. You know, if you can't put in the pace and create a gap at the beginning, it's going to be very difficult to recoup it, because you might have traffic, you might have, you know, a bunch of other things coming into mid-race or a late race that, you know, might stop you from making up ground. And then also the person that's built the gap to you is the one in control. They can decide when to push, when not to. It's always going to be you're putting yourself in the trickier position if you decide to do the reverse strategy, I think.
Been quite a lot of alternative strategy races over the years here, and I think Lawrence in quite a lot of them. I remember he's battling with Stevenson, he's battling with Barbary before, you know, both.
Well, Lawrence is a big fan of starting on the harder tire. I know that from when he was at JGP. This was always well, not a discussion, but something he would mention. He always prefers starting on the harder compound and then going on the softer compound towards the end, because on paper that's pretty much the better. Oh my god, okay, well, fast slap there from yeah, he's gonna get DRS here on his teammate as well.
Spiky on the
tank slap. Yeah, a bit difficult. So Lenny probably stay ahead. Oh, lets him go. Well, that wasn't ordered, guys. I didn't do anything here. They're just nice to each other. Then he lets him go, probably because he knows it's not his race. Or maybe try to chip off DRS from him if he can keep up until the DRS zone. But yeah, I mean, Cody Lawrence is still in the mid-15s right now. So he's, you know, Nico's really eating into the gap at this point. I think the gap must be under 5 seconds now. Nico Bossert have it starting 4th. No, wait, I think the graphics wrong. Yeah, he started on pole. Yeah, graphics definitely wrong. Anyway, well, Nico is almost on the back of Cody now. Can we go back to the gaps?
Don't know.
Yes, we can. Thank you. But yeah, gap around 5 seconds now. So the pit stop we said is 20 something.
Yeah, although it didn't seem to be that much. It said average pit 27. However, I think it was around 20 seconds.
Yeah. So if Cody pits now, it'll be like 15, 16-second gap to make up. I mean, bar a mistake, it's gonna be difficult. But you know, this is Hockenheim, and it's famous for throwing up surprise lead changes, surprise mistakes from leaders. Obviously very famously in 2018, Sebastian Vettel throwing away the race win and championship lead to his rival Lewis Hamilton.
Not the fastest lap for Bossert.
Not the fastest lap there. And Bossert is really on a charge. He's in the zone here.
So I think that's Fuoco still yet to pit alongside teammate Lawrence.
Yeah, well, they must be running a similar strategy. They're still on C2s, so they should be pitting around here, I assume. Lap 24 to 26 must be the window, since that first thing for Nico was about 20 laps, 19, 20 laps, I think. I try to jump onto those C3s as soon as possible, to be honest.
I mean, he wants as much time to close that gap as he can.
Because it's not, you know, that tire delta's not going to work in your favor unless you have enough laps.
In he goes.
So yeah, there we go. In he goes.
Lawrence is already behind Bossert. Already 2 corners behind.
I mean, as soon
Bossert.
as he went into pits, yeah. I mean, he's not out of the pits yet, is he?
Oh.
Yeah, this is going to be a gigantic comeback to try and make. He's out of the pits now.
I believe.
Yeah, he's in a different time zone.
I mean, Neil yet to pit. He's come out behind him, so he's going to catch him very quick. But Neil might stay out and throw a spanner in the works.
Yeah, even if he does, so it'll be an easy overtake. To be fair, he might wait half a lap behind. Just enough time for him to warm his tires up for the season 11 champion, Cody Lawrence.
Sharpen his blade and
put on a DAC defense.
Yeah.
Put on the DAC defense.
Bossert, 2 cars to get past here. Lap traffic.
Yeah. That's the scary part when you're him. Now.
Oh, in goes
if you're him.
Lenny into the pits as well.
Lenny Pepinter in
and
the pits.
Lawrence not having to make the overtake.
Yeah, clean air for him until Nico, I believe. So yeah, the scary part now, if you're Nico Bossert, will be the lapped cars, because they're fighting each other, as we can see. And if you're Nico now, you don't want this. You want to be let go. And as he is let go there, very nicely done from Trivedi, I think.
I think it's a bit of a
now hoping
strange situation here. Sorry, Maxine. I think he's been behind Amorim for quite a few laps here. I think Amorim obviously having a this is not the place to move for Amorim. Loses the position
as Trivedi gets past him.
Yeah, he was.
Well, that's.
Amorim's been behind, in front of Bossert for a few laps there. Obviously, he was involved in an incident early on, so his pace is quite strong, and I think he wasn't really losing that much time. And yeah, Amorim just getting out of the way at the wrong place, losing the position to Trivedi. Of course, the blue flag's in his on his steering wheel telling him to move, but he's lost the position. He's going to have to overtake again, but looks like he's very close and he'll just get it done the way he did before.
Or just have to wait until the next DRS zone and then it'll get done. More you can... Wow, the 13th.
Morin's 0.6 faster than Bossert, as Morin's going to look to the inside here. Get ready. Yeah, the overcut has started. Oh, as Morin runs deep though, and he might be able to come back at him.
It's a bit of a fight, this. Morin and Trivedi side by side, going into the left-hander, and Morin managed to break it slightly later, but Trivedi on the traction gets it done. Very nicely done.
Good defense.
Trivedi defending that P9. They've both pitted, I believe, so I think this is pole position. So what's... Well, ooh, now...
Trivedi running wide there.
Next lapper. So Cody Lawrence is now quite a lot quicker, right? It's the quickest car on track, most likely.
Look at the gap. 3 cars, he's almost a sector behind.
Yeah, but
17, 18 laps to do it.
Yeah, so all Nico needs to do is just keep it clean.
Second lap, 16-second gap. You get there, but can you do a second lap? It was what, 8/10 last time? Morin looks for another move on Trivedi and gets it done this time as he goes deep once again. Trivedi looks for the cutback. Oh, and he has to tuck him behind as I think Morin took a bit too much curb and unsettled the car and blocked Trivedi's attempt at a attack.
Will Trivedi? No. No, he won't. But yeah, I mean, Nico there puts you slightly under pressure to see those lap times, to see the purple. You know, it'll be coming up on his screen and he'll know that Cody's behind doing incredible lap times, but yeah, I don't think it'll be enough to totally unsettle him. Oh, as we... Okay, the gap's just...
a bit funny.
Yeah, well, you know, it won't be enough to worry him. He just needs to keep it clean for the next 15 laps, and then that'll be race over, and he'll cross the finish line first. But the pressure's there.
That last lap from Lawrence, 13.8. Yeah, only 3/10. Bossert is doing 14.1 on the C2. Nowhere near him. Into behind, 13.6. Actually, flat for him.
Well, that C3 Delta though, it's big. I mean, that C3 is a lot faster.
It can be big. Yeah. Gotta make the most of the tyres, and Lawrence doesn't seem to be doing so.
I think he is. I think just Cody's like Nico's quite quick on the C2, because he was setting as fast of a lap time on the C3 as he is on these brand new C2s. So he was in the mid to low 14s previously. So he's only like 2 or 3 tenths quicker on this new C2 than he was on those tires. I think the C3 is just really fast. But obviously they'll drop off as well as the race, you know, towards the end of the stint.
The C2 that C3. Only 2 tenths again. 13.9, so another 13.9 for Lawrence, but
right.
Bossert's doing 14.2. Only a tenth off his fastest lap.
Right.
Nowhere near enough.
Yeah, well. Yeah, it's not going to be enough if it's not going to be enough if it keeps like this. What's Lenny doing? Is he... No, he's not catching.
14 dead.
Yeah, so... Top 3 seems to be staying in that same sort of range of each other. And then Jaden, I believe he's been catching Lenny a little bit.
Yeah, so Neil on the C3 is the same as Perpinator. It's 14 dead for him, 14 dead for Lenny. So they're about the same lap times. Of course, you've got the gap there. You need to close that gap if he's going to want to overtake him. Quite a few laps left to do it. You know, there could be a mistake. He'll get that car. Rule him out.
So we might see the first JGP win of the season today. Hopefully. For me. For anyone watching, I am the team owner of the Younger GP. Which is why I make such comments. I'm sorry to any other team owner, but they are not commentating.
One of them's commentating.
Well, one of them's commentating. Alex Cochran here, the team owner of DAC Racing, the yellow car, the DAC attack is in full swing here, with Jaden Neal trying to catch up to the podium places, and Aaron Milford in 6. Aaron Milford this season, I mean, a rookie really to Premier Series.
Yeah,
he has not raced. I mean, we were saying about Camilo Cafas being a very impressive rookie, but Aaron Milford really, having not raced in the Premier Series before, showing really good pace every single race, and bringing home a lot of points for DAC.
Yeah, I mean, I'll speak from a team owner point of view here. I'm really happy with the driver lineup this season. Of course, going into the season, wasn't quite sure what was going on. Dave Southwood, long-time DAC driver, had his Discord account compromised. Seems to have disappeared off the face of the earth. So,
yeah.
If you're watching this, Dave, please get in touch, because you can still drive if you want.
Yes, Dave, please. The most, I mean, is it still the case that the most races in Formula Trout league history? No, that was that the record? Was that him?
He was up there for sure. I mean, he definitely had the most consecutive races. He basically didn't miss
a
race from season 4 to
years.
season 11 or something.
Yes, for
Crazy
years. So the most, you know, the driver that showed up the most has completely disappeared off the face of the earth. We don't know where he is. So please, Dave, come back to us.
Make a new Discord account.
But yeah, you've got a new driver lineup now. Jaden Neal, who was racing for a team that we forget about now last season.
Neal raced with me last season. Oh, well, yeah.
No, it was DAC Systems, though.
The funny situation last season where I had a 2-team approach. First time I'd done that in a number of seasons. Had that back in the DAC Alpine Renault days, a long time ago. Back when copyright infringement was banned, yes. And yeah, of course, I brought that back for a season. I was like, oh yeah, 2 strong lineups, I'll be able to make it work. The sister team ended up outscoring the main team, the DAC Racing team, which was unintended. This season kind of trimmed it back to that one lineup, you know, the more focused lineup. Neal in the main car, in the yellow car this time, joined by Mulfitova. So she raced in the sprint series, did a very good job there. Has come along into the Premier Series here, and yeah, is doing a very good showing. I mean, I don't think I say her in the same breath as Cafas, because Cafas is kind of new to Trout League generally, whereas Mulfitova was quite a standout in the sprint series, I think, you know, as a new driver. Quite a lot of good results.
Championship contender at one point.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, Mulfitova, you know, stepping up into the Premier Series in these VRC Formula Alpha cars, doing a very good job. I'm very happy with
very different kettle of fish to the sprint series car, really. A lot more complex, a lot more race management going on compared to the sprint, which is a sprint, as the title suggests. But you know, you were mentioning the sister team outscoring. The funny situation there, the sister team outscoring us was the main team. Did you know Younger GP was supposed to be a sister team initially? Younger GP, when we made a comeback, we had been out for a couple of seasons from season 6, I believe. So when it got brought back during season 8, we had a 2-team system, CRG and Younger GP, which are both on the grid still. CRG was supposed to be the main team with a lineup of Oscar Williams and Urmas Rees and Paul Magzire, which had been a title-winning lineup before.
On paper.
And the other lineup was Mustafa Moradi and Yuan Jogun.
Who knows?
And Mustafa Moradi ended up winning 9 races of that season or something like that. I think most of the races that season, with Jan winning a race too, I think, something like this. And completely dominating the league. In season 8 or 9, I think it was. I don't remember quite which one. Season 9, I think. Yeah.
It's interesting when you look at the history of all the teams. Currently, I mean, DSC Racing, my own team, not the most winningest team. Won a few races here and there, but no championships or anything.
Well, you won 2 races ago.
Yeah, of course. But a constant, the houseplant of Formula Trek, always there in the corner.
You're saying it dwarfs in comparison to the GPs, that was saying.
Oh no. We've got a different way of doing things.
Yeah, one is winning and the other is.
But I'm happy. But regardless, when you look back through the years, basically, I mean, it's crazy to say the years of Formula Trout League, but it is 8 years,
Almost, yeah.
And
no, I believe we're close to 10.
I think early 2017, wasn't it?
Yep.
A year and like a 10-year anniversary. That's crazy. See that? But yeah, I think the DAC Racing came in as DAC Alpine Renault, and that was a sister team to Renault at the time, which was Nils Fischer's team. Nils Fischer and Iceman were the 2 drivers for that team back then. I did 1 reserve race at Silverstone, and then created my own team, which was Alpine's sister team, and basically took over as the team. Became rebranded to just DAC Racing, the name
the
of
yellow
the
team
series, and became the yellow team. Even then, though, you look, I think Vermin Racing was DAC at one point.
Yes.
Then
it was Vermin
with Younger.
Yes.
They're all intertwined in very strange ways. Of course, that's not forgetting Griffin either. Griffin, here since season 4, joined the race after DAC Racing. However, I like to go, DAC Racing, the longest continuous entry, but it was DAC Alpine Renault until season 7. Whereas
Griffin never changed.
Never changed. It's been Griffin Gaming since season 4, since Spa, I believe, and since then, Griffin Gaming. Here in season, whatever we are, season 13, still here, still the same, still going strong. Amorim and Olsen, a great lineup. Obviously, this race not going their way, but very strong drivers, and they're doing well in the championship. I think it gets out the way of Woko, is that?
Oh, I think so.
It's Lawrence there.
It's Cody, yeah.
But I think Griffin, another name which is known in the league, has definitely earned their place. I mean, championship winning team, of course, too, with Schilder.
Mark Levine has got past Camuya. No? Okay.
It's the Kithia open.
Igor Akifiev in the pits there. Last pit stop of the race for him, I believe.
Kennedy stopping a
Kennedy.
curb in the 3rd sector.
Oh, that's a weird one.
Just gets it rolling. Race though.
Yeah, I think he's retired there. No, still in the race. He's gonna try to keep it going.
Come on. Don't stop on the gravel.
Dangerous corner to rejoin as well. Come on.
Right. Smart letting the leaders through back on the track. But that's P10. We have just lost a car.
Carlos, Lenny Pepenta, Jamie Neal, Botafogo, Ari, Mark Levine, Giovanni, Igor. Who have we lost? We've lost Camuya Kefas. Haven't we?
Yes.
That's a shame.
Crazy levels of attrition here. We had 18 cars starting the race, or 17 cars starting the race. Now down to 10. Every finisher getting a point here. So, keep
Drew
it on
Kennedy
the road.
here. That's going to be his first point for the Younger GP Academy team. So really smart to keep it going. See, I mean, recently this season, I've been saying that, you know, as long as you can, well, first of all, finish, you're already gonna, you know, be, I believe, in a good position, because this car sort of encourages a lot of retirement. Sadly, it's a bit of a tricky race car. You often see incidents, you often see people spinning, you often see people having issues, and so we see a lot of DNFs. And then on top of that, because of so many people spinning, having issues, etc., if you can drive a clean race, you're already in a very strong position, no matter your pace, really. I mean, I did the first race this season in Australia, and I believe I had probably about an hour of practice before the race. I didn't even know where all the buttons were and what to do during the race. I had to constantly ask my teammate, Thomas. But just by virtue of not having too many spins, not having too many moments, managed to get into P7. And, you know, I was the slowest car on track for most of the race. I mean, the lap times were terrible. But if you can keep working in the race, you can get a good result. So Drew Kennedy, they're proving that if you can keep in the race, you can get some points.
Soon though, he's still in the pit lane. I think he must have a lot of damage that he's repairing. Taking quite some time.
Potentially, he's going to be multiple laps down though.
Yeah, and it might become a bit of a thing here. You got to do 80% distance, and I don't know how many laps down he is. If he's more than 4 laps down now, probably isn't, but could be. He wouldn't be classified, so it's in his best interest to get him out back on track.
Yeah, come on,
36 laps.
Is he in the...
There's a more.
No, he's not in the first jump. Yeah, I think he's got onto new tires now. Or more, I'm showing that he's a fast peddler. Fast driver.
So fastest lap still awarding a point here in Formula Trout League, unlike real world motorsports. I don't agree with. I like the fastest lap point.
Well, it's an interesting. If you're in Giovanni's situation here, you know, you're gonna love the fastest lap point, because he's not fighting anyone ahead, not fighting anyone behind. So you can just pit for new tires and go for that point.
Yeah, and it's quite an interesting dynamic, especially in a race with such high attrition like this one, because you know, for Kennedy or even Igor in P9 for KV, it's quite a good result just to finish the race sometimes with some of these teams. And if there's so little finishes, if the attrition's been that high, you know, Igor here could hit, alter set of C6s on, and just go for glory runs and try set that fastest lap. And that could be massive for some teams, that extra point in the championship. It could be massive for any team. You only need to be 1 point ahead to win the championship.
Yeah, I mean, right now you could totally put, you're right, you could totally put down to a C6. You'll be on basically quality fuel. Save up all the RS for that run and just go for it.
Brent Bossett still with that commanding lead, 12 seconds. Cody's got a little bit closer, but said it was 16 seconds. Close 5.
Has been in, well, one of the most controlled drives I've seen from him, and which is a big, big thing to say, because he has quite a few wins, especially last season under his belt. But yeah, that first stint he put in, that was really what has put him in such control, I think, of the race, because he was, after lap 1, he manages to keep it clean, manages to get out of the RS quick, and then just put in lap after lap after lap. He was in the mid-14s every single lap until he pitted basically for the C2s. And then even on the C2s, you know, not really allowing Cody to make much of a gap up. I mean, that after Cody had pitted, the gap was about 16 or 17 seconds. You know, on the softer and fresher tire, he's only managed to catch up to 4 or 5 seconds. So, yeah, bit of a massive performance from Nico here.
I mean, the alternative strategy, you know, on those softer tires, I mean, you would say probably warrants on the alternative, but that soft tyre at the start, it looked like Lawrence got the better initial getaway, but the extra grip that the C3s had just allowed him to stay in front, keep that track position. And as Cody's into the pits.
Oh, he's gonna go for fast lap now,
Yeah.
isn't he? But isn't Lenny?
Yeah.
No, he isn't. I think.
No, I mean it's he will come out in front. Bold move there. Nothing to
it's
lose
not
in
enough
a
for
way,
Lenny to.
but if he makes a mistake on that fastest lap,
Yeah, Lenny's not close enough. I think that's Daniel as well. Behind him, no? No, that's Mark Levine, I think. So they're all trying to go for fastest lap here to steal a point. Not a bad idea, but I didn't. Yeah, well, no, Cody didn't have the fastest lap. It was Giovanni.
No,
That's
tomorrow,
yeah. Giovanni got that lap from him.
Kennedy still in the pits, so I don't know how many laps
Yeah,
he's
he's
done.
not
He
gonna be
might not be
classified.
classified.
He won't be, because he lap 38. I think he went in. So I think he just gave up in the idea that he must be in the points already. But what he doesn't know is that he's wrong.
Yeah, obviously want to just double check the rule book. It is written in, so maybe a pointless finish for him here, even though he's in that P10 position. But as we start the final lap of the race here, Lawrence will be going for fastest lap. He's just about to start his last lap. Boss it here, commanding drive.
Go on board with him. So yeah, commanding drive there from Nico. Cody gonna try to salvage every point possible to not let anyone get too close to him in the championship, but in reality, he's extending his championship lead here. I mean, Nico's put in a massive performance, but he's only 19 points. He's only got 19 points in the championship so far. He's not really in the fight. Cody, more of in a fight with Lenny and Jaden, and he's managed to outscore them too. So he's done what he's needed this race. Race winner Nico Bossett crosses the line.
One fantastic job. He did not start P4. He started P1.
He started P1. The graphic is wrong. But yeah, Cody here. Will he get the fastest lap? Wants to go, keep it clean.
Not guaranteed. Amarum's fast, but he comes around the final corner, trying to set fastest lap in P2, and he does set fastest lap.
That's it.
12.5.
Wow. Okay, yeah. That's gonna be it. Mark Levine.
Not in P3.
Lenny Panther in P3 for JGP double podium. Mark Levine, no, Jaden Neal, P4. I believe Mark Levine should be P5.
Yeah. That's why the order was a bit funny there, just because some of the drivers were lapped. But yeah, Botafogo P5, Levine.
Botafogo was P5. Okay, Levine.
And then yeah, everyone else was all lapped, I think. Yeah,
only 9 point scores then.
Yeah, incredible. And unheard of in modern Formula Trout League. The standard of driving so high, and crazy to see that. And then yeah, Kennedy not leaving the pit. He may have been classified. It's if he's completed 80% distance. I'll check the timing screen.
Well,
Kennedy
we'll have a look.
Did 34 laps, so not classified.
No.
Kennedy
no way. Yeah.
DNFing from the race in the pit lane. To out on 2 laps.
That's not good. That's not true.
It's disappointing for him, but Nico Bossett, your race winner here today at the Hockenheimring, round 4. Cody Lawrence, as you say, it's in a way extending his championship lead. He good finish, still ahead of 3. Cody's run out of fuel as he into the pit lane. Thankfully, we don't take fuel sample.
But yeah, commanding
out on track.
This is
feel quite bad here because I think Kennedy's come out on track to finish the race. However,
It has finished.
The race is finished. He's too many laps down. Although, because of this, we will see the rare, not very often seen, not classified. Because he has finished the race, however, is not classified for only completing 34 laps. It is not 80% distance. It's a very disappointing result for Ken. I hope he doesn't do any celebrations. He doesn't actually get across the line. The server says no before he gets there. He doesn't actually get across the line, but he wouldn't have been classified anyway.
Well,
I suppose because he was on track, he will get the knock. We'll see though if we're waiting for you. We don't at the moment. About a little bit. We'll just run through the order then though. So Nico Bossert in P1, an absolutely commanding victory today. Really, really strong drive from him, definitely making up for the last round. Lawrence in P2, strong finish for the championship leader. P3, good points for Younger GP overall. Team championship, Jaden Neal in P4, bit of a controversial incident with Barbary, which did end up in him DNFing, but P4 strong finish for Neal, helping him in that battle for P2. Fuoco P5, maybe a little bit better than we've seen from him before. He's definitely capable of more, but P5 still a solid points haul for the American driver there. Mulfitova in P6, finish Levine in P7, blue, gold. Amorim in P8, recovery drive for him. Disappointing contact with his teammate, lap 1, but yeah, P8's not bad points for the Griffin driver. If you have in P9, and then he's not on there. Actually, that's very interesting. So Kennedy was actually a lap behind Muya Kafas. So
technically,
Kafas, I don't think has completed 80% distance. I think that's 36. Check. That's maybe classified here and may receive a point. I'll have to double check that. Kennedy in P11 was on track at the end of the race, but will receive a DNF. Ravelli, Rositis, Thompson, Barbary. Help.
Which one?
7.
Oh, Ugochukwu.
Ugochukwu, yep, in P16.
Ugochukwu.
Well, DNFing would have been P16, but DNFing, unfortunately. And then Olsen as well, with a really disappointing race for him.
Yeah, unusual.
The George Russell of the league does nothing P3, DNFing, contact with his teammate, taking that point streak. Don't know if it was a point streak, but string of good finishes to an end. So really shame for the Griffin driver there.
I have updated the top 5 points.
We'll just go over that in a minute, Maxi, because we have Ari Mulfitova waiting for an interview.
Oh, yes, let's do interviews. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
How was that race for you, Ari? We saw you getting some good points again. P6, how do you feel about that race?
Honestly, it's weird to say this, but like this was one of my best races ever, and it's weird to say that about P6 but the reason it feels so good is that for the first time in the Premier Series, I finished a race without spinning or making any major mistakes. So I got to execute my strategy properly. I got to just run my own pace, and I like it felt like the first race where I really wasn't worried about anything, and it's I guess a bit of a reality check to know that even one of the best races I've ever done uh, ends up in P6, but I think I can still be proud because it's progress and it's the kind of race that I've been looking for since the start of the season, and it happened at a track where I thought I would have one of my worst races.
Right, we saw you had an incident there during the race with, I believe it was Daniel. Could
Yeah,
you?
so what happened is that I had no idea that that Thomas was spun there at the hairpin. I didn't get a signal for a yellow flag, and when I was side by side, like Daniel asked me if I like how did I not see the car, but from my perspective, all I saw was Daniel's car, and I think Daniel's car on the inside of me was blocking my vision of the incident, so I had absolutely no idea that we were gonna be avoiding a car that is sideways in the hairpin. So I I do apologize for the contact. I genuinely had no clue that there was a car.
Right. Well, incidents can happen during the race, so as long as there's no hard feelings and everybody
Yeah,
feels they've not been too hard done by,
of
it's
course.
okay.
I just feel bad because I know he told me after the race that he was carrying a lot of damage
Mm.
for most of the race. I
Yes, sorry for that disruption. Yeah, I mean, as you say, it was a good race. You say it was only P6, but you definitely fought for it. The pace was really strong. I think throughout the field, the pace overall was really strong. I mean, had basically maybe the top 2 or 3 were really pushing a big gap there, but P3, P4, P5, P6 all kind of nose to tail for that
absolutely.
first stint.
And for me, it's also satisfying because I feel like I finished where I should have finished with my pace. Like I had pace for P6 and I finished P6, so I'm very satisfied with that. It's also very good points for the team.
Yeah, definitely. I see.
That's really my biggest motivation with races like this because I know I'm not gonna be fighting for wins or for championships for myself, but I can at least contribute to the Jaden mission.
But the thing is, it's a progression. You know, you say that, but then this race you're happy with because there was no spins, there was no mistakes. You can build on that. You can build the pace. You can push that a little bit harder, knowing, oh, maybe the thing in the back of your mind, I am capable of this. I can push harder without risking a spin, without losing, 20 seconds, and start to fight in the podium positions, fight for the wins. As the season goes on, I really hope to see team owner point of view and from the season point of view, like to see you take that step as you did in the sprint series as well.
I I can definitely try. I don't see too much of an improvement with me. It's more that today something just felt comfortable in practice, but in reality, I wasn't driving any faster than I was before. I was just a lot more consistent and comfortable. And I feel like I've sort of figured out how to get myself to that point at the very least every weekends. And I guess that's a good thing to build pace from.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it is a good place to build pace from. As you said, it's you can do that now. That next and be faster. I'm optimistic. You should be optimistic.
Thank you. It feels good to hear that from my team boss, but let's just you are a commentator right now, not a team boss. Thank you very much, commentator.
No problem. Driver number 7.
79.
That one.
You are number 7.
Yeah, yeah. There's a 7 there somewhere. Anyway, congratulations again for P6. Good to hear that you're happy with
Yeah,
that. And
thank you.
yeah, hope to see you next time
I'm
out.
not gonna hold up the interview any longer.
No problems. See you
But
next
nice
time
talking
out
to
at
you.
Saudi Arabia.
See you.
Was Ari Mulfitova for DSU Racing. P6 here in Germany. We've now got Cody Lawrence just waiting. If you don't mind just telling us the points gap for Max while we bring him in.
So the points gap now is Cody Lawrence is on 88 points with Lenny Pepanter on 52. So I 82 minus 52, that is 36 points ahead after 4 races.
Wrong, but to go. Cody, welcome to
Hello
the
there.
stream. Congratulations on your P2 finish. Not quite able to take it to Bossett there. Alternative strategy, not able to close that gap in that final stint. Still, P2, you've got a very strong lead in that championship. What's that?
I mean, well done to Nico. He just had the pace. I kind of thought that C2 second stint would be a lot weaker, but he proved me dead wrong. Had very, very strong pace, and I thought the C2 3 would be a stronger strategy. I guess it just wasn't in the end. I I tried something different with that 2-3. Like I said, Nico just had stronger pace. Well done to him. He deserved the win fully today. I think even if I did a 3-2, he'd still probably have a little gap at the end. So just how it works. It's unfortunate not to be able to take the fight to him, but got maximum I could get otherwise. That's why I went for the fastest lap point at the end. Just try to get all the points I could. It was a good point today, simply.
Yeah, so just with that, you say, the pace was different and all that. You do have a bit of a track record of doing that alternative strategy, going on the harder tire and then the softer tire. Does a race like this ever make you change your mind? Think, oh, I shouldn't do that. Maybe I should kind of do the status quo, follow everyone else.
Well, that's what I did in the first 3 rounds. Australia did the 4-3. I mean Bahrain. Bahrain I went off sequence, but that was just my own miscalculation. And then Suzuka I did the 3-2. I mean, I thought the 2-3 was stronger, but I always try to consider the conventional strategy when I'm practicing, and I just kind of miscalculated that C2 second stint. I didn't think it was very strong, at least in my hands. Obviously, that wasn't the case today. Nico was quite strong with that C2 and that second stint. So I mean, just kudos to him. He did a better job. Simple as. I think I also think Lenny might have had damage as well from like lap
Mhm.
4 onward. He got hit in the rear wing at some point, and I'm
He
like,
did.
I didn't know. I don't know who hit him. I didn't.
It
I've been
was
trying to watch back the stream to find out, but what exactly happened?
I believe it was Mackenzie that touched
Oh
him,
no,
and that's how Mackenzie ended up falling down
spun
the order.
around.
Yeah,
Was that what caused the spin for Mackenzie at the hairpin? Was that a contact when
I
he was
yeah, I
around?
think so. I mean, we didn't really see it. We because we were on board with Lenny, so we didn't really
Right.
see what, but we saw him getting hit. Like we obviously on board, you can tell. And then
Right.
when we zoomed out, we saw that Mackenzie was spun around, so we assumed that it was a contact
Yeah,
between the two of them.
We've
that's fair.
just got the replay up here actually,
Well, there we go.
so we can watch a heat of that, a
Expert,
replay of that.
expert commentary here. Expert commentary coming
Yes.
through. Let's see, Mackenzie. I'll live read it.
Oh my God!
No. Oh no. Yeah, that would do it. That's the C5. I get why they want to be very aggressive with C5. I understand why. I understand why. I just don't understand how. And that I feel bad for Felipe, honestly. Like I feel bad about all that. But no, I mean Mackenzie went for the C5, and they needed to go on that tire. I understand why. It's just not advisable. So that's and this would happen to Felipe as well.
Contact
Keep
with
on
his
reading.
teammate.
Oh no, Griffin Gaming Civil War.
Oh my God!
They're good. Giovanni Felipe, they're good drivers. They have the pace there to be very competitive as well. Yeah, I mean, what I was trying to get back to though is I figured Lenny had damage in the rear wing, and I think he did an admirable job staying the gap that he had with me because I know it's very difficult to drive this car with rear wing damage. So I think he did an admirable job to keep P3 in the end. But I know his pace could have been much stronger. So that's a shame for him.
Yeah, I mean, it's for you, of course. You're saying but you've got a very big championship lead going into Saudi Arabia next round, which is a new track to Formula Trout League. There's some question marks if we're going to run that track, but
We'll see. We'll see what
assuming
happens.
we do, is it a track you've raced before?
I have. I have done it in a few leagues. I don't necessarily consider myself the strongest ever there. I think if we do wind up racing it, it should put on a decent race. If we don't do it, I mean, I'm ready for what comes next. I'll be prepared. But if we do Saudi, looking forward to it. If we do something else, looking forward to it. So
You as a driver, very experienced in a lot of series on Assetto Corsa, driving a lot of the tracks. I know some people in this series they really race Formula Trout League for these Formula One inspired cars, the VRC Formula Alpha cars. That breadth of experience does give you a big leg up on drivers like because Saudi Arabia might be a new track to them. Never raced there before, but of course having that previous experience, it just gives you that initial baseline. You know what you can do.
Right, right, and I have a lot of experience from the Formula One games as well. So I've driven all the F1 tracks since like 2016, 24, even up to 2014, really. So there is like that wide breadth of experience from Formula One tracks, but different series in AC have done everything from races in the tracks in the Caribbean to Asia to kind of just obscure tracks across the world. It's fun. I always like having that kind of wide breadth of experience with tracks. It's always fun. So I like when we experiment.
Magic of sim racing, do things they don't do in real life, and I think it's all the better for it. So
Absolutely.
nice that we
And this is where I say we should do Portland because I could literally see it from my work 5 minutes away. So yeah, we should do Portland.
Croft.
Make it.
Regardless, congratulations anyway on that P2 finish. Still leading the championship here. Best for next round.
Thank you very much. Take care, y'all. Thanks for doing this. Thanks for putting on the show for us to take part in. Appreciate the effort. So thank you.
Thanks for driving, Cody.
Yep. Take care, y'all. Bye bye.
See you.
So that was our finisher, Lawrence. 2 interviews today, although we did stretch them out a little bit.
Yeah.
So I think that about wraps everything up. Again, congratulations to Nico Bossert. Fantastic win here today in round 4. We will be back in 2 weeks' time at probably Saudi Arabia, unless I don't like the track and hear about it. So we'll update the stream prior to that anyway. And if you do want to get involved, of course, join the Discord server. Link is in the description below. That's where we run everything. It's where we organize everything. Say hello. I'll be there to greet you. We can help you get signed up for the race. It'd be fantastic to see you there. If you're not already, and if you're watching the stream and you don't participate, sign up for a race. You don't have to sign to the whole season. You can take part in one race and just see how you like it. So it would be really nice to see you there. I was Alex Cochran. I was joined by
Maximilian Younger.
Thank you very much, everyone, for watching, and good night.